my name is Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I didn't put on my Christmas hat today. It is past Christmas, the 29th today when I'm recording it, which makes it this is the 7th day of Hanukkah. Tomorrow's the last day, the 8th day. Oh, there'll be seven candles. No, over here, down here somewhere. Hopefully, if I remember to do it, and with one extra candle. You go see my Hanukkah video, and I'll tell you what the hell's going on with that. And this is the latest, must be the last review of The Mandalorian. I suppose it's apt. It's the last review of the last episode of The Mandalorian. This is more a review of the season, and yeah, didn't poop the bed. No one's more surprised than me. You know, I found it a really enjoyable series. Listen. It was that that it was short was probably a better thing. It gave them less time to screw up. So let me think. Let's talk about the final episode first, which I found thoroughly. What's the word I'm looking for? Satisfying. I found thoroughly satisfying. It's. I will definitely subscribe. I'm going to cancel my subscription to Disney Plus now. I'm definitely going to subscribe again when season 2 comes out. I don't know about any of the other Disney Plus shows, but this one, solid show. So we had 8. So okay, things I liked about it. It was a short season, which, as I said, you know, these Netflix shows that go for like 12, 13 episodes, they're just not enough story to cover it. I really I gave up watching Jessica Jones. I was trying to think. The comic book name is A-List. Comic book is perhaps one of the best comic books I've ever read. It's a Brian Bendis one before he went super woke. Well, you can see the beginning, but you know his talent will outshine that. So yeah, it's those seasons they just dragged. There was no fat in this season. Yeah, everything. It was a pretty lean, hard, mean, simplistic season, which reflects the title character in quite many respects, doesn't it? Let me say. So if we look over the whole series, we have one real dud of an episode, directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. It's got to have been some kind of quid pro quo payoff for Ron Howard coming in refilming Solo, which okay, I guess so. It's a shame because it was the story was no weaker than any other episode. The story was pretty light in every episode, but it was it went from like this gritty Star Wars that we've all really wanted, like all our lives. This is kind of like the side story Star Wars that we always wanted, like the underworld Star Wars. We went from that like really interesting representation to like Caravan of Courage, like for one episode, and then it didn't bounce back. We had the unfortunate Dave Filoni episode, which was a little bit, quite a lot over-seasoned with member berries. But okay, this final episode, we finally have whatever his name is, the guy from Breaking Bad, show up as the main villain. And what do we get? We get at the end of the season, right at the end, I think it was like a post credit. No, it wasn't post credit. It was like a epilogue. He survived the crash with the TIE fighter crash, which I'm really happy about because he's a great actor, and I would like to see him more. He's very good as a villain, but he survived by cutting his way out the TIE fighter with a black lightsaber, Mandalorian black lightsaber, which people don't know what they are. My normal friends who like Star Wars never heard of a black saber. So wow, what's going on there? I'm like looking forward to that season 2. It seems to me that he's almost certainly an ex-Mandalorian, as it's not a race, it's a creed. He's an ex-Mandalorian, which is why he has the dark saber, which I'm so glad to see. I hope next season we do get some more, post-Jedi. I would like to see some Mandalorian Jedi action, or maybe some flashback. You know what? Again, I'm not really versed in the EU. I don't know what the animosity between the Jedis and the Mandalorian, the Jedi and the Mandalorian are, or the Jedi, the Mandalorians. Yeah, that's something I would like to see investigated. And they've always struck me as being somewhat equals with a uncomfortable past that they've come to have some kind of date on. So I watched the Clone Wars, all the Clone Wars ones. When you had the Duchess of Mandalore, a little bit dull, but it's always fun to see Mandalorian, like, which is I think why this series works. The aesthetics fantastic. Oh, and also we have to talk about the that little comedy scene at the beginning with your two stormtroopers, the speeder bikes troopers. One was played by Jason Sudeikis, my friend I was watching it with. He had me pulls the titles. So you see, that's got to be some kind of like famous comedian, and it was. So it was Jason Sudeikis and the guy from the Mindy Project. Yeah, wouldn't it be easier if everybody had names of what they were? Like, that's how I have people listed on my phone. I have like my Yossi Gardner with my name, the name of the guy who looks after my garden. So like the guy from the Mindy Project. That I listen. People didn't like it. I heard some people didn't like it. I really liked it. It seemed to me at the same time to be a homage to Troops. If you remember Troops, that one of the earliest fantastic fan films, which mashed up cops and with stormtroopers, and showed you how Aunt and my Uncle Brew really did die. If you haven't seen it, it's really fun. So that's the same sort of thing. They had like a lot of gags. The terrible shots, the horrible use of command. They're kind of waiting. They're talking like, hey, the new commander, he's killed his own men and he killed an officer for interrupting him. So you get this like kind of nice real worldish juxtaposition with sci-fi. Now, my question is this. Was it influenced by the Orville, do you think? It's very Orville-esque. It was Star Wars does Orville. And honestly, I think that the Orville may be the way forward for like a lot of franchises now. Like to go more, to have like a comedy drama bent. Yeah, so again, for me that really worked. They were hitting the Yoda bag. I was like, oh no, don't be mean to Baby Yoda. Everybody loves Baby Yoda. This episode was directed by Taika Waititi. Clearly, well, not clearly. He seems to me to be a terrible, terrible human being. He really reveled in upsetting Marvel fans and saying like how he's going to tear their legacy apart. Or some stupid, obnoxious thing which he was trying to be funny about. But boy, is he a great director! He's a great director. I like all his work. If you ever seen what we do in the shadows, both the movie and the TV show, very very, I think both written, directed, and the movie starred him. So he starred. He did the voice work here for IG 11, who had a great sacrifice moment. Like a good old T2 moment. Although I don't see how he didn't melt before he got out the lava river. In general, I think for me it fits seamlessly into post Jedi. It feels so naturally Star Wars. I would love to see some more Jedi stuff going on. I said it already. Some more Jedi stuff going on next season. But you know what? I really think perhaps. This is what I'm hoping, and it seems what they're going to be doing. Just stay away from the cinematic trilogies right now. Yeah, Mandalorian's biggest problem, really, is it's got to sync up to that dopey Disney sequel trilogy. So it's all kind of like really what they would be best to do is recanonize the EU and say there are multiple different universes in the Star Wars world now. Different galaxies of adventure. It fits so naturally and seamlessly into it. So you can have the dopey Disney sequel trilogy. You have the EU, and then you can have something else. You can have like a Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni trilogy if you want. But I think they should just stay away from that for a number of years. Just do what DC was doing. And just worry about putting out good content. Put out good content. It's so freaking simple. What to just put out good content. Don't pontificate about your thoughts on religion or politics, because they're almost invariably stupid. Like, I'm getting ready to watch the new series of Doctor Who. I really want to watch it with an open mind. But my God, every time Jodie Whittaker does an interview, she just makes herself sound more and more stupid. Stop doing that. Stop pontificating about your thoughts on life. Just shut up and entertain us, which is what this did. It was, again, a simplistic show. Really, really fun and enjoyable. I'd like to see more Mandalorian. Oh, and the price, it really gets a prize for not going woke, and yet still having powerful female characters. This nonsense the blue checkmark Twitter crowd has on saying that we hate all women and we don't want to see it. No, I like Cara Dune's character. Is that name of the character or is that name of the actress? Whoever she is, I liked her. I like the it's a sci-fi trope, like having a badass female warrior. It worked well. The female Mandalorian metalsmith, whatever. Yeah, she really, really worked. I got her as a badass fighter. That all worked, and I don't think in either of them are particularly Mary Sue's. Your boy Zach didn't like that the Mandalorian picked up that giant gun, the one they use in Empire Strikes Back, and you started firing it, where he said Cara Dune's character could have done it more credibly. Yeah, 100%. He's absolutely right. It's a really testament to the show that it gave us so few answers, and yet still I'm so compelled to watch the next season. And they got a direction go for next season. So I'm saying kudos. So again, let's go. Had 8 episodes. I'll say 1 complete dud, 1 near dud. And it had 2 okay episodes. But episodes 1, 2, and 3 fantastic. Episodes 7 and 8 fantastic. So you have 5 real I think really strong episodes. 1 dud and 2 1 dud, 1 near dud, and 1, I can't remember what the mediocre one was. Actually, you know what? I think 6, 7, 8. I like the one on the prison break one from the spaceship. Again, it seemed to me had a feeling of a really good fan film. But that's no bad thing. Really good fan films are really good. I like to see more of them. I will be going back and rewatching this. It was definitely worth the the $14 I spent on it. I also watched I didn't watch it. I've downloaded it because I felt like I've earned my right to watch it. The Black Hole. That's coming up. I just finished watching the Expanse, and so I really want to try The Witcher or Lost in Space today. But I want to see that Robert De Niro movie as well. The one that goes on for like a 3-hour movie. I'm basically taking today off, apart from making these 2 videos, so I'm not really taking today off. I guess that's the way it goes. My name is Sheila Beck and the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Please do consider subscribing. That very much helps me. And please do share. I'm in Facebook jail. This is what happens when you become red pilled and you leave the blue checkmark group, which I was never really part of. But when you oppose them, you suddenly get deplatformed. So for some reason, I really don't know why. It's been the second time in 2 weeks I'm been put in Facebook jail. I was free for like 3 days, and I'm not allowed to post in groups. So if you can subscribe, that makes my life fantastic. If you can share, on any social media platform, that also is fantastic. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. I really enjoy the comments with the interaction. This is really one of the main reasons the interaction with the comments. In fact, I got a whole bunch to go through now because I was off for a couple of days. Just the reason why I was off. I watched it on Friday, but the Jewish Sabbath starts on Friday. And we had this my wife was working very, very hard, making this just awesome salad. Basically it's Thanksgiving, 2 Thanksgiving meals a week. So my wife did a full English Christmas dinner, freaking awesome. I'm talking turkey, chestnut stuffing, Yorkshire puds, and she made the brisket. This roast. Oh my god, so freaking good. It was like a carvery. Did I say Yorkshire pudding? And of course mince pies and Christmas pudding. I'm actually with that. Mixed with all the donuts, because on Hanukkah it's very traditional to eat foods that are made with oil. Like, everything's very oily, so you have latkes, which is basically potato pancakes fried in oil, or donuts, which are other things. Lots of things. So after like that Christmas dinner, the Hanukkah food, I'm actually genuinely looking forward to going on diet. Probably Monday. My wife wants to go have a Chinese tonight, so that might be my last hurrah. I'm actually genuinely looking forward to like eating well. That's how indulgent this season has been. My name is Sheila Beck, and Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.